Number 1, this is me with 60,000 life and 2 elixirs popping. One will be the standard elixir of fortitude for 20% more life, and yes, I'm out of Angelbreath. We'll talk about that because this is a very important point. And the second potion is anti-venom that gives you another 15% more life. And yes, you can have both of them activated. But where do you get this one now? That is a simple quest line you have to do one single time here in Geakul. I'll mark the location. All the way on the bottom left of the map, there is just one simple quest giver inside this building. It's this lad. You do his quest and he gives you the recipe for the potion. Are you going to say, why even bother with 60,000 life if everything is one hit in the pit anyways? It's not. I can actually tank 1 to 2 hits of tier 120 plus pit bosses, and it rises my overall survivability as I am pushing through the pit. Now I'll say 60,000 is a bit, 55 would be enough. Just something you could actually aim for. And do keep in mind, more than 9,230 armor is not needed. 10,000 doesn't make you more sturdy. Now before we get to my Angelbreath problem, because that one is huge, I'm out and I need it for many things. Since not only potions are made with this, it's also for re-rolling stats on your items. Yep, if I want to replace an affix, that's 6 Angelbreath per re-roll. Now the next point is regarding Resplendid Sparks and also Stygian Stones that you will notice barely drop in the pit. I'm currently at level 123, and in all the time I've gone through the pit, I've gotten 3 Stygian Stones from it. If you make a new character, like Dave here, then you'll travel to the left side of the map, here, to the Ironwolf encampment. And the interesting part is, you can do the whole quest line again. So a new character can get the free uniques that you have been getting, materials like the Angelbreath that I'm lacking, but that's not the point about how to gather more. Scattered prisms, because they're kind of rare. Boss materials in general. But that one Resplendid Spark that you get at the end to craft an Uber unique, you can get on every new character. And not only the Resplendid Spark, the roughly 20 Stygian Stones that the questline gives you, you'll get those as well, which is faster than actually farming the pit. Which simply means you can start leveling up yourself a Barb, another Necro, Sorcerer, Rogue, or Druid, and while you're doing that, you're empowering your main character due to the vast resources you're getting like that by simply pushing Helltide and having fun in the Helltide and getting even more living steel for Duriel if you wish so. And let's be fair, what would you rather do? Farm Duriel for 10 hours and get nothing out of it? Or just level up new characters, which is incredible fun, and then be able to craft yourself whatever Uber unique you want. I've had many people in the community now aiming in for Turiel's Might or a Harlequin Crest, and the time investment is around 5 to 6 hours to get a character to the point where you actually get the Resplendid Spark if you solely single-mindedly focus on the Helltide. And yes, before you ask, my next 2 characters are going to be Druid and Sorg. Afterwards, it's going to be a Rogue. Barbarian, probably not this season, but you'll see more than just Necromancer content here. Now to the topic of Angelbreath and how to get it. Again, the questline will actually give you quite some of it. So by attempting the other resources, you're already doing yourself a favor for your main character to get Angelbreath. And in general, Helltide is actually the location to go for, because a normal 75 chest cinders can have 2 to 4 Angelbreath in it. A world event will have 10 Angelbreath. So yes, world events are actually the way to go. Then the Blood Maiden itself drops 3, and the random elites, the Helltide Harbingers you'll find throughout the Helltide, can everything drop up to 3 Angelbreath as well. And there's the 275 chests, and I've gotten 6 to 8 out of them. Everywhere, Angelbreath is possible. But you're also burning quite through it. One reroll session, and well, 500 might be gone, including another 20, 30, 40 million as well. What about Whispers? Well, I just got one done to test if you do actually get Angelbreath. So let's see, I want leg guards because I need them. Pop it, step back. There's 1 Angelbreath. So I guess no, you don't get Angelbreath from Whispers. Obol Gambling, and here it's about to gamble the right thing. For example, I'm looking for a resource aspect to be upgraded, and that is the aspect of Torment. But which item would I now Obol Gamble for this? And there's an amazing tool helping you with this, the Obol Gambling tool. I listed in the description below. Here you can select Necro, for example, the aspect of empowerment, that's a resource aspect, and will be most optimal on rings, because resource aspects can essentially only go on rings. That was a simple one. But what about a utility aspect now, if you're looking for the hulking to upgrade that to the max? Well, this is on boots, and actually way better on boots because it's a 0.125 weight versus a 0.093. The reason for that is that only utility and movement aspects can be on boots. The same kind of goes for offensive. Offensive is actually always the offhand on Necromancer, and it's almost 3 times as good as the amulet, or double as good as a two-handed weapon or a ring. Because the offhand, the focus, has the least amount of aspects it can have, and therefore you're more likely to get the one offensive one you're looking for. Don't gamble for the wrong items if you have the tool at hand. Now let's try to get a cap, because I'm looking for cooldown reduction, and that is also our next point. Didn't get cooldown reduction. Now if I would take this cap to the vendor, and I would try to get cooldown reduction, right? I mean, it is possible, correct? This is the worst thing I could ever do. The same as trying now to get Skeletal Warrior Mastery. Why is that? You probably have wasted already 50 million gold on Beyond to actually get the skill ranks you're looking for, like Hellbound Commander. The reason is there is a weight to these things appearing. Yes, it seems kind of scam, but if I'm re-rolling the life per second now, or the essence per second, it kind of shows you what it would be possible to roll into, right? The thing is that the top things are way more likely to appear than the bottom things. It sometimes feels almost impossible to get anything in this direction. These pants, for example, have 3 ranks in Skeletal Mage Mastery. They had maximum life, intelligence, and whatever. And I decided that I wanted to roll into this. Well, it cost me 60 million gold to get there. Pain. The recommendation is find an item that has, for example, Gloom on it. Then you're happy with movement speed as well, and you're rather going to reroll critical strike chance into maximum life or something like this, but never try to reroll maximum life or any of these stats into a plus ranks. Make sure to find the plus ranks with the Bone Splinters, for example, which is useless, but find the plus ranks and then roll into the other stats that are way more common, way less weighted. Otherwise, money is going to fly out and only pain awaits you. And a final quick update about gold. How did I make 300 million already? By doing every single whisper. That kind of is obvious, but as well, don't be scared of just simply selling every piece of equipment you find. I have not salvaged an item since I've reached level 100. I always sell everything unless it updates one of my aspects, but literally by selling everything, I still never run out of material apart from Angelbreath. So don't worry, just wholesale sale. Thank you. And if you're now looking for a Necromancer to push pit 120 and below, that video is for you, and we're kind of aiming for 140 plus. Or some more tips on Season 4, how to get materials and other shenanigans. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you being here.